ground, capital of the Zulu Kingdom and home of other motorsports events like the A1 Grand Prix. It is also the capital of the province, where you'll find cameras and other means of speed traps waiting around every corner. The attitude towards traffic offenders is one of zero tolerance. Durban and the sugarcane fields around Stanger on the north coast and Scotland on the south coast, to be more specific, is the traditional home of the Hitachi Power Tools to a Natal rally. The roads are super fast and smooth, but also extremely slippery, especially if you are the first one to drive over them. And that privilege belongs to none other than Hubby Khanjad.
Well, you know, that's being part of our backyard. You know, obviously we grew up in this area, so we have a good sense of what goes on. But it's also dangerous, you know, sometimes you might forget what the road was doing 10 years ago. So, you know, being first on the road obviously is an issue, but I think it's not as bad as tomorrow.
Stage of the 2008 Sasol South African Rally Championship. 19.2 kilometers of sugarcane-lined gravel roads, just off the N2 at the Stanger off-ramp north of Durban. Hubby sets off with teammate Fecken looking on. To be the first car on the road means extra pressure, something that clearly doesn't bother Hubby Khanjad too much.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is Fecken and Ari setting off on their adventure while Gemmel and Marsh gets ready.
Rifles on left 2 over tips, bumps. 70 left 2.
Fecken knows that the rally isn't won in the first stage, but what the hell, he'll try anyway. Although this little mishap didn't help either.
The empty right 2, keep in, into left 3, keep. Into tunnel and left 7, keep in tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In car with Castrol Toyota's Johnny Gemmel and Zimbabwe navigator Peter Marsh.
And 2.
The battle between Toyota and Volkswagen will be a tough one in 2008.
Max Chris.
Conditions is, you know, being first on the road, you've got to find the route. But not too tough. I'd rather be first on the road today than tomorrow, though.
While Hubby had already arrived at the finish of stage 1, Fecken was still tearing up the gravel.
Red bird. Left 3, okay, cut. 12.42.
And so was Gemmel and Marsh. Back at the start, Toyota young gun Mark Fournier was getting ready to start his first full season behind the wheel of an S2000, while Nicholas Ryan was having problems finding the start. Well, I'm looking at the starting list now, and Mr. Duplessis, the defending N4 production car champion, was supposed to start, but that wasn't him. That was Nicholas Ryan. A parked rally car on the side of the road is never a good sign, and always means serious trouble.
Well, rallying is character building, isn't it? We have teething problems, and it's a misfire that we picked up yesterday, and it's just continuing. So we made a decision. You know, we're going to first have to fix it. You know, you might damage the engine. It's 200,000 rand engine.
Halfway through stage 1, and we've just seen Enzo Keen limping past with a rear wheel that stands like this. So the first rally of the season has already got one victim, and it looks like another one. This is very valuable time being lost so early in the event, but it's not all over yet.
Yeah, we went into a left-handed too fast. Entirely my fault. Back.
Let's try and stop in the shade, yeah.
Oh, look
Look at that. Where's that Enzo?
Yeah.
This is stressful stuff. You all saw the broken wheel on Enzo's car, and these guys now have to fix it in less than 20 minutes. If they don't, he's out of the rally.
Well, the drivers can't win the rally on the first stage. They have to look after the cars. He hit the embankment very hard, and that's what he brings back. So it was a good car, but now it's not going to be a good car in the rally.
Ja, ek kan niks meer help daar nie. Ek het die goed gebreek, so die manne moet regmaak dan. Ons het 'n bietjie te vinnig in die linkerhandse draaiing gegaan en 'n bank baie hard geslaan, so ongelukkig skade gedoen daar.
Okay, they've used more than 20 minutes, but they've miraculously managed to fix the car, and Enzo is heading out to the next stage. Results for stage 1, showing Cronier's pace, closely followed by the Toyotas of Damso and Gemmel. Stage 2 and 3 would be run consecutively without any service breaks in between. That's 18.2 kilometers for longest break and another 12.1 for Hazara. With all eyes focused on team's problems, Castrol Toyota pairing of Mark Cronier and Robert Paisley were pushing hard and driving right on the ragged edge.
Over junction.
And sometimes a little bit over the edge.
Whoa. Go, keep it going. That's it.
Their reward, however, was another faster stage time.
Yeah, so far so good. The stages are tricky. Made a couple of mistakes, but we got on the ride and we're pushing. So let's see what the outcome is at the end of the day.
The team total Toyota Runnix of JP Damso and Cobus Frey wasn't too far behind, setting blistering stage times. Saul Wilken and Greg Godridge in the Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru was showing the rest of the Class N4 or production car field a clean pair of wheels, while mixing it up with the S2000s.
Yeah, for these two stages we tried 2 of 5 tyres and it wasn't the right choice. It was too loose, so 1 on 5 would have been better. But
behind Wilken, there was a great battle forming between Nicholas Ryan and Schalk van Heerden in their Philips Johannesway Toyota Runnix. The father and son pairing of John and Douglas Williams, and the Castrol Toyota of Jaapie van die Kerk and Robin Houghton. BP Volkswagen's Gugu Zulu and Carl Preskin moved up the ranks to the Rapid Class A7 for 2008, but the young driver experienced car trouble early on.
After the first stage, we were actually leading. As far as I understand, it's about 20 seconds or so, 20 to 30 seconds. And when we got into stage 2, the throttle got stuck after 500 meters or so. So we had a problem with that, and we managed to sort it out courtesy of certain people.
This problem would strike again and end Zulu's first rally of the year. In case you were wondering just how dangerous rallying really is, here's more proof. This is the remains of Chase Atwell's Toyota Runnix after the emergency crew had to cut him and co-driver Gareth Dorr out of the car, following a big roll on stage 1. Fortunately, both occupants escaped this incident without serious injury. tough stages under the belt and another 20-minute chance to prepare the cars for stage 4, a second run over Natal or stage 1. The roads would now be familiar to the drivers, so expect to see the stage times tumble.
Long right 8, 100 into tunnel, rifles on.
This is Fekken and Aris finishing stage 4, and by the sound of things, a good one.
Okay, 12.08.
Who's that?
Dis nie te slaap nie.
Dit was vlieg.
Jy kom bietjie vinniger gery. Jy het gesit in slaap, man.
Ag jou man. Ek kry my mielie nog.
But it's not always easy to satisfy your navigator.
We pushed a lot harder than the first time through the stage, and then obviously the road is now clear for us as well. So we've taken almost 34 seconds off. So that just shows you how much the road position counts.
Max dip 80. Easy right.
Rally drivers are often referred to as mad people, pushing the limits and showing no fear. But spare a thought for their poor navigators. These guys have no steering wheel to hold on to and have to tell the drivers exactly where to go and literally put their lives in somebody else's hands. And through all of this, the navigator must stay calm.
Gas fired up. Tightens into tunnel. Watch temperature, tightens into tunnel and turn slow right. Careful. Turn slow right, 100. Watch the backs down, 100, max crest.
Let's have a look at this again. The thick sugarcane wins this bout and turns the Runix over. Fortunately for Gemmel and Marsh, the car lands on its wheels, allowing them to continue and allowing Marsh to get straight back to business.
Stop, okay, let's go. Gas fired up. Tightens into tunnel. Watch temperature, tightens.
Only problem is that a roll does damage a car, causing Gemmel to have his hands full while nursing the car to the end of the stage.
Watch the right. And the medium left in. Over crest, turn slow left down. Continues. And max left. Crest, keep right here, easy jump down.
Yeah, we just came around like an easy right and just a little bit too quick and caught the bank and turned over once in the sugarcane.
While Gemmel was trying to solve his problem, the rest of the field still had the task of completing their day on all four wheels. The repairs on Keen's car after his first stage incident seemed to have paid off, as they were back on the pace.
We back up to speed and the car's fixed the car 100%. I'm very proud of it. So we've lost a lot of time in stage 1, but I think we're back on the pace.
The pace in question here was still set by Mark Ronier. He was flying, winning 3 of the opening day's 4 stages.
We've had an excellent day. The cars performed faultlessly, and I really didn't expect the guys to be napping so early in the event. And yeah, I think that stage was a real attack. We didn't win the stage, we finished second, but I'm happy with the result.
Damso Jr. didn't win any stages on day 1, but he was consistently fast enough to make second position his own, ending the day 23 seconds behind the Castrol Toyota of Cronje. Wilken and Godridge and the Subaru drove brilliantly to mix it up with the S2000s and ended the day in 5th position overall. But more importantly, they led the production car chase by a staggering 2 minutes, in spite of almost falling prey to Gemmel's corner. In spite of rolling, Gemmel managed to hang on to 6th position, ahead of Nicholas Ryan and John Williams. A frantic service session was about to start in the Castrol Toyota service park, while Gemmell had to explain to Toyota team boss Whammy Haddad what happened. Well, it's never a good time to roll a car, but if one time is better than another, then this was it. Because normally a service is only 20 minutes. This service is longer, it's 45 minutes, which should be enough time to get this car back on the road for tomorrow. In Class N4, it was Wilken all the way, followed by team totals Fernando Rueda and Gert Janssen van Rensburg and their Mitsubishi Lancer. Hein Latergan and Johan van der Merwe in a four-wheel drive turbo diesel Golf rounded off the top 3 production cars.
No, it wasn't a good day at all, no. We had an overshoot, we had a wrong slot, really not our best, no, certainly not. We've lost well over 2 minutes, just we should never have lost. Anyway, we carry on. Tomorrow is a long day and I don't even know where we're lying, but at least we're here, you know?
Nico Higgs and Menno Havelaar's Toyota Runnix showed the way in Class A7, followed by the Polo of Tian Schubert and Henny Boertes. Former Northern Regions champion Michael Otto and co-driver Sipho Mshlanga made their national debut in Natal and finished the day in 3rd. Class A6 was an all-Toyota affair with Tsanin businessman Mohammed Musa and Grant Martin and a team total Toyota Corolla leading teammates Craig Trott and Tony Ball by 21 seconds. Another team total Toyota driven by Sali and Armand de Toey completed A6 at the end of day 1. Further down the field, Chart Conradi and Tian Rabe and their Toyota Taz were leading the Class A5 brigade quite comfortably from the BP City Golf of André Kleenwerk and Des de Fortier, with Piet Bacchus and Tommy de Toey's Toyota Taz bringing up the rear. Ford's return to rallying was unfortunately a short one. As expected, Etienne Lourens and Alvin Coetzee and the Fiesta ST150 dominated Class N3 on stage 1. But the team decided to save the engine when it started to overheat. Their demise opened the road for Costa Komantarakis and Barry White to show the way in Class N3. They drove brilliantly to life 13th overall ahead of the much faster Class A7 cars. The only other remaining N3 car was a Sasol Runnix of Etienne de Toey and Patrick Vermaak. Class N2 was a lonely affair for Jan Erasmus and Pierre Jordan, and rally fans can only hope that this class doesn't disappear.
So,